look, life is pretty unpredictable. So if you actually end up leaving these activities for much later in the day, someone or something will just come in the way of your plans to carry out these activities because, shit happens and life happens. What's up, guys? I was working out early this morning, and typically when I'm working out, I'm very reflective. I think a lot. It's like a form of meditation for me. And I was just thinking about some of the reasons why I'm so much happier now compared to what the case was maybe a couple of years back. And the shift in perspective that has actually resulted in this substantial increase in my happiness is what I want to talk about in this video, because I feel sharing this actually has the potential to completely change your life the way it has changed my life over the past couple of years. If I had to maybe rewind to a few years back, I'll say that for me, work could be office work, could be college work, could be school work, whatever, right? Work was always my number one priority. That took precedence over everything else. Everything else was actually put on the back burner. And so, in a nutshell, work was a non-negotiable, right? That was a constant, that was an inevitability, and everything else had to work around it. And so even if I knew that meditating would make me happy, even if I knew that working out would make me happy, or speaking with a friend would make me happy, or reading a book would make me happy, I wouldn't prioritize that as much as I would prioritize my office work or my college work. But then I soon realized that, despite doing the best work possible, it wasn't quite making me happy, only because I was actually filtering out my true sources of happiness just so that I could prioritize work, thinking that, doing the best work possible or putting my best foot forward in an office environment will actually make me happy. Fast forward to today, or maybe, this started a couple of years back, instead of actually treating everything that made me happy, everything that made me tick, to be a variable, to be optional, to be negotiable, I started looking at those to be non-negotiables. And everything else has to work around my non-negotiables. In other words, I actually flipped things around. Earlier, what used to be my non-negotiables have become my negotiables, and vice versa. So now what I do is I'm optimizing for happiness. I've figured out exactly what is it that makes me happy. And I know the biggest sources of happiness for me in my life are meditation, are working out, are reading, right? I'm not saying these have to be your sources of happiness. Find out whatever your oxygen is, and you have to make sure that whatever is it that makes you tick, whatever is it that makes you feel alive, whatever is it that gives you a boost, whatever is it that makes you happy, right? Make those the non-negotiables in your life, and everything else, office work, college work, other drudgery that comes and goes, has to work around the non-negotiables. In other words, make yourself and your happiness your number one priority. Please yourself before you go about pleasing others. Of course, if you can please yourself and you can please others, nothing like it. But no matter how much you please others, if it comes at the expense of your own happiness, it is not worth it. You might be feeling as if I start deprioritizing my work and start prioritizing myself instead, it won't open up as many hours for me to do work. Maybe instead of working 10 or 12-hour days, I'm only able to work 8-hour days. But what I will say is that 8 hours of work that you put in when you're actually happy, when you're in a calm state of mind, is much better than 12 hours of work that you put in when you're unhappy or when you're disgruntled. Even if you look at athletes, the likes of Virat Kohli, Cristiano Ronaldo, or anyone else, right? Every single one of them will tell you that if they are actually calm and relaxed and happy in their day-to-day life, in the normal, everyday, day-to-day life, then their chances of producing dazzling displays on the pitch, on the field, are much higher. If these guys don't quite find themselves in proper headspace, which is the term that athletes often use, then regardless of how many hours they put into practicing before a match, they won't quite be able to deliver during the match. And so you have to make sure that whatever your off-the-field activities are, right, you are carrying those out such that you find yourself in good mind space, such that you can actually deliver on the field, right? So on the field here being the work that you're doing for your company on a day-to-day basis, right? And off the field being the extracurricular activities that are actually making you happy, the non-negotiables. I'm currently editing this video and I realized that I forgot to mention a very important point while filming it, which is that try finishing off your non-negotiables during the first few hours of the day for a couple of different reasons. So reason number one being the fact that it helps you set the tone for the day, and you end up taking all the positive momentum that's generated through you carrying out the activities that make you feel alive into the rest of the day as well. And number two, look, life is pretty unpredictable. So if you actually end up leaving these activities for much later in the day, someone or something will just come in the way of your plans to carry out these activities because, shit happens and life happens. So that's all I had to share. Hopefully this video ends up proving to be very valuable to you down the line. As I said, ever since I made this shift in perspective or mindset a couple of years back, my happiness levels have gone through the roof. I find myself in a much better place in my life. And I'm really hoping that this shift in mindset that's done wonders for me does wonders for you as well. Until next time, stay safe, take care, cheers.